Hi, good morning, everyone. Good, happy morning, Monday morning fun.
Indeed.
That was weird. All right, I'm Ryan Wilson. I'm the executive director of Arizona Normal, and with us today we've got Mike Robinette from Southern Arizona Normal. He's also the director down there. How are
And a
you,
happy, overcast, chilly day to you, Ryan, from Tucson, Arizona. Actually,
Mike? That's
Catletown, Arizona.
this is a little funky. This is what they say. We had like 145 days this year of 100+ degree temperatures, and here I am. I got my shorts on, looking outside, and it feels chilly, man. It feels
I
really
know
chilly.
there's no, we didn't have a change from summer to fall. It just happened today. And
Yeah, right,
no
exactly.
acclimation period, none of that. Nah.
So I'd like to hear a little bit about Southern Arizona Normal today.
Okay, sure. Well, we are, believe it or not, I started working with Arizona Normal, as you know, historically. Southern Arizona Normal, actually, I consider us to still be a relatively nascent organization because we incorporated actually just last August 1st of 2019 is when we filed our articles of incorporation with the state of Arizona. And at that same time, we also filed for an intent to operate as a C4 corporation with the IRS. So we are a nonprofit C4 organization, which, as you know, allows us to do much more political work. And also, as you know, makes it much easier to deal with the IRS. So that's Southern Arizona Normal. We are a C4 nonprofit organization dedicated to the reform of marijuana laws, just like Arizona Normal. And we work in collaboration with Arizona Normal, as you know, Ryan, because it's important. We're normal. Our chapters have distinct identities, but our missions are in essence the same. And that's why if you're involved with Arizona Normal, Southern Arizona Normal, your involvement will be very similar because we do the same things and we're tracking relative to what we do. And I think that's a real positive for both organizations.
Absolutely. So talk a little bit about, if you can, about what it is that you guys do on a regular basis. Like, what are most of the activities focused around? I know you say reforming marijuana laws, but what does that actually mean?
Well, actually, pre-COVID was when we were, that was when the majority of our work pre-COVID was doing local political outreach. In fact, pre-COVID, we met with the mayor's office. We actually have 6 city, they call them wards down here, or city councils. We have 6 wards, and we have met and developed relationships with all those wards prior to COVID. What we were actually doing, some of the big advocacy work, was actually we were working with, at that point, Arizona Normal. Arizona Normal was reaching out to the Phoenix City Council, and we kind of had this hope that we could produce some actual codified language relative to making marijuana the lowest priority within, for example, with you guys, with the Phoenix Police Department down here, we were working with the Tucson Police Department. What we found, though, unfortunately, in our advocacy was SB 1487 does not allow local municipalities or ordinances to actually override state statute. So we discovered that we simply cannot work through the mayor's office or the city council with reforming marijuana laws because they can't do it. So what we discovered was and this goes right into what you guys are doing, what we're doing with Arizona Normal and working with Julie Gunnigal. We discovered that the county attorney's office is where things are going to have to happen relative to our work. So we've reached out to, we had each candidate as a guest, both Laura Conover and Jonathan Mosier as guests in our chapter meetings to discuss their vision for Pima County relative to the attorney's office. And we look forward to working with them. That will be our big advocacy work once 207 passes. As you know, working up there when Julie Gunnigal gets elected, to work with the county attorney in Maricopa to see a smooth transition relative to legalization and expungement. We hope to do the same thing down here and working with Laura Conover, who will be the new incoming Pima County attorney as well.
Awesome. So when you say advocacy work, Mike, can you talk a little bit about advocacy in general?
Well, for me, advocacy has a lot of meanings. Advocacy can be as simple as I'm talking to someone on the street about cannabis, or I'm talking to someone who has some questions about medical marijuana. To me, that's advocacy. Advocacy can also mean reaching out to local politicians, working locally with people, trying to see what we can do locally in our own sphere of influence to actually work to do our mission to reform marijuana laws. Advocacy can mean working with volunteers to move something forward. It has all kinds of meanings, in my humble opinion, but really what it means is working toward the goal and all of the things that come along with that goal of reforming marijuana laws. And we do it with leadership. We use volunteers that do advocacy. Anyone and everyone can do simple advocacy relative to the reform of marijuana laws.
Awesome. And we've got some, opportunities that are coming up as well, right?
Oh, there's always volunteer and advocacy opportunities, but the big ones right now, Ryan, as you know, believe it or not, we're 8 days away from November 3rd, which is the election. And we're going to hammer out phone banks this week. We have 3 phone banks happening Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all at the same time, 4:45 p.m. to 7 p.m. And as you know, we were doing phone banks. We did 2 shifts on Saturday, had great response. We have always had, this is the epitome of reaching out to registered voters and doing grassroots where we actually talk to people on the ground to encourage them to get the vote out, because that's what we need to get legalization and see legalization to fruition. So this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 4:45 to 7, join us and take ownership in legalization and be part of this historical moment where in 8 days, we're going to be the 12th state to legalize adult use cannabis in Arizona.
Yes. And so that happens by people getting involved.
Absolutely. We cannot, Ryan Wilson and Mike Robinette cannot reform marijuana laws together. We can try, but we need an army of volunteers. And in that army, that's where we make a difference.
That's right. You can't just assume that, things are going to get done. Have you ever wondered how all this reform actually happens? Well, we're part of that process, so if you want to be a part of that, by all means, reach out to us on Facebook, on our website, arizonanormal.org. We've got, a couple things that, happen on arizonanormal.org, and, being a grassroots organization like Mike was just talking about, we rely on donations and support from, our people, our members, people that, are supporting this whole process here. So yes, much appreciated, everyone and all our volunteers. And that's one of the reasons why we've been, doing these live streams as well, is to, kind of, let people know, what's out there, what's happening, and how to be involved. So, and with that, I'll wrap it up here for today. Here's a volunteer link, arizonanormal.org/volunteer. We'd love to have you. It's not all, sitting down and doing phone banking and making calls, and talking to, voters here, but it is a lot of fun, and being part of it.
It really is, Ryan, and I agree. And I think what I would encourage everyone, even if you're a little nervous or you kind of think phone banking this week just might not be my thing, everyone who has joined us, even if they've had trepidation in the beginning of like, I don't know if I really want to do this. And Ryan, you've seen the responses. People get really enthusiastic and jazzed up when they're phone banking. It's like there's energy in that Zoom call, and there's energy with everyone, because we're also excited to be a part of this historical moment with legalization. And so we encourage you this final week, be a part of this movement and be a part of history and join us. So thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Mike, for joining us here this morning and talking a little bit about Southern Arizona NORML and advocacy. We could always use more help, guys. If you want to get involved, want to be a part of something, especially now, everyone's got an opportunity for a hobby, right?
Sure. And what a great hobby to work to reform marijuana laws.
Yep, that's right. All right, everyone, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the cloudy, cool temperatures that we've got. And we'll see you all on the flip side.
See you guys later. Have a great day.